You know, guys, for the longest, for those of us that are born in Africa, right? You know everything malaria, malaria, constantly malaria. We've never been able to solve the malaria problem. So I'm asking myself the question, why are we not able to solve the malaria problem? As I was listening to the ambassador of the United States to Sierra Leone, it was talking about some of the funding that has been cut off. You know, then it dawned on me, and this is something our brother Cashbox has been talking about. He's an economist who's based in the United Kingdom. And he's been talking about the fact that these organizations, it's all about, Jim, making money on top of our head at a demise. Where would it suffer and continue to make money? Where would it
United
suffer
States
now?
government is also supporting the Presidential Initiative Malaria Program. What is the status of that program? Are you going to continue to support that program or not?
Yes, we are. The President's Malaria Initiative will continue. We have already been authorized to continue with the programming through two of the implementing partners under that program that support both the procurement of commodities for the country and the work on monitoring mosquito control efforts, providing the insecticide-treated nets, working with your entomological institute here. So that programming will continue under PMI.
You know, guys, this when I saw this interview, and then I said, this is why these guys are not focused on the problems. And I think it's a good thing that the United States is re-looking into all of these activities and these programs and these plans. Because as far as needing the funding, I don't even think we need the funding in Sierra Leone for us to be able to prevent malaria. But unfortunately, we have a bunch of useless leaders that don't know what to do to fix the problem. Or it is intentional because, again, they will get funding, they will continue to get money, but they need to solve the problem itself. So I say to Ambassador Hunt, and I say to the United States government, why do we focus on the root cause of the problem? The root cause of the problem of malaria in Sierra Leone and across Africa is because of nonsense like this. I want you to see this. Now come back.
Look, our pool school dirty so. Really dirty one pool. One old market. Now in this so. All the time for call on Akisware when they in charge na council. Nobody know the respond. Now look, dirty.
So what you're saying is a pile high of trash. Pile high of trash. So how can we solve malaria? The problem of malaria itself,
high mountain.
mosquitoes, if we cannot take care of the trash. It starts with inside our houses. The trash collection process should start inside of our homes. How people, put together their trash. How do they, from the house, the recycling, all of that stuff to disposal eventually. But look at this nonsense. This is what you see across Sierra Leone and most African countries. Trash collection is just, the people are living like, oh man, it's a disgusting thing. But anyways, I just want to say to, the international partners and, to the Trump administration, at least, we can stop this funding at some point because the funding only benefits a few. If we get rid of the root cause of the problem itself, because if we can focus on, say, let's get rid of the trash collection. And I don't expect the United States to go to Sierra Leone and tell us how to dispose of trash. Our leaders, they've lived in the United States. They've lived overseas. They see other countries. You don't go places and see all these kinds of trash across, only in Africa. So how are we going to get rid of mosquitoes if we cannot get rid of the trash that we collect? And the trash is what breeds mosquitoes, and then mosquitoes gives us malaria. That is the problem we have in Africa. And that is why I say, again, let us revisit these programs. We need the funding. I say question mark to the needing the funding. But the fact of the matter is, if we want to get rid of mosquitoes and get rid of malaria, we have to take care of our trash first. So if the United States really wants to help Africa and help Sierra Leone, instead of just funding to provide nets and stuff like that, get rid of the trash. Help us get rid of the trash. I think that would be the best strategy to apply. I'll leave it here.